One of the deepest truths in life is that nothing truly valuable comes without difficulty. Every blessing, reward, achievement, or status that carries worth is protected by a wall of struggle, sacrifice, and discipline. If something is easy to obtain, then it automatically loses its value because everyone can have it. And humans don't admire what is common, they admire what is earned, rare, and difficult. This is why gold, diamonds, elite skills, strong confidence, wealth, and respect are not handed out freely. They are placed on mountains that only the persistent can climb. The barrier itself is part of the reward system. God did not attach value to ease. He attached value to effort, persistence, and endurance. Now, here's where most people misunderstand life. They think difficulty is a sign to stop, when in reality, difficulty is the invitation to rise. Challenges are not designed to break you, but to filter the weak from the worthy. On your journey, you will face moments where the path feels heavy, lonely, and unfair, but that's the exact proof that you are walking towards something meaningful. If treasures were found on sidewalks, nobody would care about them. Every legendary achievement in history was born out of pressure, not comfort. Hard is not a punishment. Hard is the price of greatness. So instead of fearing difficulty, learn to interpret it as a sign that you are moving towards something extraordinary. Train your mind to associate resistance with growth, setbacks with training, and effort with destiny. The moment you start seeing challenges as proof of value and not as obstacles, your life transforms. Remember, only the few who have the courage to endure earn what the many desire but quit on. People constantly search for motivation as if it is some magical fuel that someone else can deliver to them. But real motivation is not something you borrow, request, or wait for. It's something you build within yourself. External motivation can ignite a spark, but it fades quickly, while internal motivation becomes a permanent fire that keeps burning even when the world is dark. Most people assume that motivation means feeling excited, energized, or emotionally uplifted before they begin chasing a dream. But true motivation is actually the ability to take action even when you don't feel like it. And here's where everything shifts. You must train your mind to not run away from difficult tasks, but to move toward them. Instead of saying, "This is too hard, I need someone to push me," start saying, "This is hard, and that's exactly why I must conquer it." Doing hard things is not a punishment. It is a pathway to divine approval, self-respect, and personal evolution. But when your mindset changes from seeking comfort to seeking challenge, you no longer depend on others to push you. You become your own engine. Many people wait for someone to motivate them because they think difficulty is a signal to pause, but difficulty is actually a signal that growth is happening. Means real motivation is not loud, it's not hype, it's not temporary adrenaline. Real motivation is waking up, remembering your purpose, and working even when nobody is watching, cheering, or helping. You are not supposed to rely on external voices forever. You must become a person who can inspire yourself through discipline, faith, and responsibility. When the world becomes silent, your inner voice must become louder than every excuse. That is where real motivation lives, inside, not outside. When life begins to test you, most people panic, give up, or start complaining because the journey suddenly feels heavy and painful. But what people don't realize is that every difficult stage is secretly building the version of you that you have prayed for. Nothing great ever comes from comfort, and no true growth happens when everything is easy. The beginning always feels exciting, but the real transformation starts when challenges show up and the pressure becomes real. That pressure is not meant to destroy you, it's designed to shape you. When things get confusing, slow, or even lonely, that is not a sign to walk away. It's a sign that you are in the construction phase of your destiny. Every champion went through moments where no one believed, no one supported, and nothing made sense, but they kept going because they understood that struggle is training, not punishment. And that in the middle of the journey, your emotions start fighting your purpose. Your mind starts whispering doubts like, is this worth it? Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should stop. That mental battlefield is where most people quit, but the strongest ones decide to keep moving even when no motivation is left, only discipline and commitment. Remember, success doesn't appear suddenly. It grows quietly in the dark, in private battles, silent tears, and uncelebrated efforts. Eventually, when you break through and reach the results you once dreamed about, everything will make sense. The late nights. Growth is not always loud. Sometimes it's happening quietly beneath the surface, just like a seed growing roots before it finally breaks through the soil. That hidden development stage is necessary because without strong roots, anything you build would collapse easily. And when you finally reach the point where your results start showing, people will wonder how you did it so suddenly, forgetting that you were working long before anyone noticed. They will call it overnight success, but you will know it was years of silent struggle, inner battles, resilience, private discipline, and small daily actions that no one applauded. Never stop believing in your journey, even when the path looks slow or unfair. Stay consistent, stay responsible, and stay future-focused, because real success belongs to those who refuse to quit. Growth is not always loud. Sometimes it's happening quietly beneath the surface, just like a seed growing roots before it finally breaks through the soil. That hidden development stage is necessary because without strong roots, anything you build would collapse easily. And when you finally reach the point where your results start showing, people will wonder how you did it so suddenly, forgetting that you were working long before anyone noticed. They will call it overnight success, but you will know it was years of silent struggle, inner battles, resilience, private discipline, and small daily actions that no one applauded. Never stop believing in your journey, even when the path looks slow or unfair. Stay consistent, stay responsible, and stay future-focused, because real success belongs to those who refuse to quit.